Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Coming to you from Sherman Oaks, California, where I'm going to be recording the audiobook for my new book coming out January 7th. So, here in a hotel, I'll be shooting from here for a few days. Be back home by Saturday. So, I want to talk about this concept. A lack of control magnifies the fear. Okay? So, a lot of people say, I can't control the pain, can't control the symptoms. Exactly. But we can influence them. So, more on that in a minute. Relax your body, breathe. Know that you're all right. All right. So, a lack of control magnifies the fear. A lot of people are digging into this mind-body work, and they start to do these processes. They start to talk to their brain. They start to say, I'm safe. And they're often very discouraged when the symptoms are still there, right? And they get frustrated. And they start to question, well, maybe I'm doing it wrong. How come I can't control the pain? We can't control it. No more than I can say, hand, start to hurt. Nope, no matter how much I try, it's not under conscious control, nor is the elimination of your pain or symptoms. The best we can do is influence our brain to make a different decision on whether or not to turn on the pain, open those gates, or close it and turn off those pain or symptom gates. When you try to control something that's not within your control, it actually makes you feel more out of control. So let's eliminate the concept of controlling your outcome, the symptoms. You can control the input, your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, your attention. Those are within your direct ability to control. You can notice, oh, I'm starting to ruminate on catastrophic thinking. I can control that by saying, not going to do that. I'm going to shift my attention elsewhere. Right? We don't have to control our thoughts, but we also don't have to believe them. My point is there are certain things within your control. The outcome, the symptoms, the pains, they are not within your direct control. Stop trying to control the outcome. Focus on the inputs. So, can I think better than I'm feeling? Absolutely. Can I act as if? Right? Can I act as if I'm okay? That means thinking and behaving as if I'm all right already. And even if the symptoms are there, I have the ability to control my response to it. Now look, if you get a sudden onset like you cannot control your immediate ouch. But you do have the ability to control what you do next. Now, do you automatically fall into panic and fear and being terrified and worrying that this is never going to end and you haven't resolved this yet, so it's never going to happen? You don't have to fall into that default mode of being terrified or despondent or depressed about your symptoms. You have the ability to control the input into this brilliant computer. It's going to churn away on the inputs. And when the inputs consistently indicate I'm okay, there's really nothing wrong with me. These are all false alarms. I love that term. You hear me say it often. These are false alarms being sounded by an overprotective brain perceiving danger incorrectly. That's what it is. So we have control of the inputs. Are we inputting doubt and conflicting stories? You know, if you've done the assessments and it indicates TMS, perceived danger, pain, or symptoms, but yet you're feeding into the input what the doctor said or what the imaging studies say, or what your medical diagnosis is, or I have a bulging disc, I have arthritis, I have this or that. If you're feeding that into this computer, the computer's going to churn away on it and say, hey, we got to keep the alarm on because we've got this problem over here. So if you're feeding data into this brilliant computer that fuels the doubt and fuels the fear, don't be surprised when the outcome is still pain or symptoms. We've got to control the input into this system. And that's where it's great, because you do have direct control of that. Stop trying to control the output. We do that by fixing the data going in consistently, calmly, reassuringly, knowing, not believing, but actually knowing. Once you know it, you know it. And somebody pointed that out in a comment recently. They said, change your language. Don't believe it, know it. There's a difference, right? Belief is a little wishy-washy, right? But when you know something, you know it. I know my name is Dan. I know it. I don't believe it. I know it, right? And so if you know you've got TMS, don't believe it, know it. If you believe there's a way out, don't believe it, know it. Other people are doing it, you can do it too. If you believe you can implement these strategies and get better, don't just believe it, know it, right? This is within your ability to choose. A belief and a knowing is something you can decide upon when you evaluate all the available data surrounding the whole scenario. So, trying to control the uncontrollable makes you feel out of control. So don't try to control it, but you can influence it. So I'm going to wrap it up there. It's been a long day flying. And so, long day in the studio tomorrow. Should be interesting. I'll try to snap some pictures or a little video of me doing the recording so I can share it with you folks. So wish me luck with that. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Take care.